There's something magical about the number 2 in video games. Mass Effect 2, Halo 2, Banjo-Tooie, these are games that have had a disproportionate influence on my appreciation of the medium. Special sequels take what make their predecessor unique and amplify its strengths into something generationally impactful. This year we were blessed with a number of great 2s, but to me none stands out like As the game opens, resolving on the muddied cheeks of Agent Nightingale, I was giddy. Not because bums are funny, which they objectively are, but because of the subtext. This is Alan Wake 2, we're Remedy, and we're in control now. Within seconds of booting the game, I was already reeling from the unexpected. As the player, we are Nightingale, naked and confused, and moments away from having our hearts forcibly removed. In the player's case, because Remedy now own it, and in Nightingale's case, purely for ritualistic reasons. Before I'd summited the haunting banks of Cauldron Lake, I had my first thought of, well, this is definitely Game of the Year. It was a sentiment that was reinforced on countless occasions as I played on. Walking through dappled light along the forest paths around Cauldron Lake, breathtaking, Game of the Year. Adding evidence to the caseboard in Saga's Mind Place, elegant, Game of the Year. Alan Wake writing the story as we're playing it, simultaneously changing the shape of both the narrative and the physical space we're in.
The plot changes shape the world around me.
Brilliant! Game of the Year. The surrealist banter between Anderson and Casey. Twin Peaks? Game of the Year. I could go on about the game's incredible graphics and sharply balanced survival gameplay, which I think are exemplary features, but what makes Alan Wake 2 my Game of the Year is its tone. Remedy have become masters of purveying their identity in their games. They've developed a style that's as good as a signature. And while they play in the same genre as the likes of Resident Evil, The Evil Within, Beyond Good and Evil, and the other evils, Remedy set themselves apart by making unusual artistic choices with confidence and earnestness. The melding of live action and gameplay could be a spectacular failure, but so much care has gone into developing the context over years of Alan Wake and other titles in the connected universe that it not only works, it's crucial to the effectiveness of the storytelling. Nobody saw that musical number coming.
Come on in the lift and lost words, you give me a sin.
It's odd, but far from some random gag. It's fun to be sure, but it only works because they've somehow made a panto theater beat relevant to a psychological horror game. It's masterful. To me, the whole game is reminiscent of what George Miller accomplished with Mad Max Fury Road. It's a dream transposed into a tangible medium. Sure, there are rules to film and games, but it's when those rules are broken that our expectations of narrative and game design can be subverted so that we can be surprised and delighted. Alan Wake 2 broke the rules and took creative risks, and it paid off in all the right ways.
It's for us.
It earned its place next to Banjo-Tooie on my shelf, and that's why it's my